Happy Wednesday! Are you guys ready for the best show ever?
Ever!
Welcome to Date Night with Connie and Chrissy. I'm your host, Connie Henriquez, and my crazy co-host,
as always.
Chrissy Bose.
What's up, guys? Thank you for being with us tonight.
You know what's so funny? I did a Facebook Live video yesterday, and I said, Happy Wednesday.
Oh, my God. I didn't even realize that.
No, because I did it 5 times over, and I'm like, Happy Wednesday, Happy Wednesday. I'm like, oh, my God, it's Tuesday. It's not Wednesday. I'm like, ugh.
People are probably confused.
I don't even know what day it is. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so now I know because it's showtime. It's Wednesday. It's
That's
Happy
right.
Wednesday.
That's right. That's all right. You got a little thrown off. It's all right.
Exactly. But you know what the biggest...
People got the message. That's all that matters.
Exactly. Now, you know what the biggest news of the day is, don't you?
What?
Freaking Brangelina.
Ah.
What happened? Brad Pitt
I'm
and
so,
freaking
that makes me
Angelina
lose all
Jolie.
faith in love.
Wait, why? Why do you say that?
I always looked up to them.
What do you think?
Like the
They
best
were in a
couple.
gorgeous
They looked
couple?
so in love, yeah.
I feel like in the beginning
Right?
they looked really in love. But then
Oh,
they
really?
just looked kind of haggard with 6 kids. I don't know about you, but that's kind of how I looked at it.
That's a good word. I like that word.
No?
I don't know. I didn't get that.
You see them
She
trekking
always
through
looked-
Europe, and they have like all these kids, and they look
Yeah.
kind of like a little like run down.
They seemed like they had it together. They had, you know what I mean? They had it all together.
But they didn't.
They had it figured out. That's
but
what
wait,
I felt like.
they didn't
I got
look
from them.
affectionate.
Really?
Towards the end, no.
Oh,
Like the
I
last
always
10
think that she
years.
looked at him lovingly.
Maybe she did, but were they touchy-feely? No.
I don't know.
They had 6 kids. There was no room for touchy-feely.
There's no room for that.
No.
Maybe they did a lot of date night. They had nannies and stuff, I'm sure.
I mean, you would hope so. You would think that they would.
Right.
I just feel like when you see them, or you saw them on the red carpet, you're just like, oh, I don't know.
But they were together like 14 years or something
That's a
crazy.
long freaking time.
How do you break up after that?
No, how do you see it together for 14 years is the question.
You get married later in life, and then you don't have to worry about that.
I know.
Get married when you're about to die,
Right.
and then you don't have to worry about getting divorced. That's our advice.
I feel for
That's it. You don't have to tune in anymore. That's our
Right.
advice for the rest of the
But
rest
no,
of the
then
show.
there was some question about him cheating on her.
I don't believe that.
You
I
don't
don't buy.
think so?
No.
Now, do you think he cheated on her when he was with Jennifer Aniston, or cheated with her?
He did cheat on Jennifer Aniston. He cheated on her with Angelina.
I know, but do you think that's true?
I believe that, yeah.
You do. Now,
I don't believe he cheated on Angelina.
Why do you think he did that?
I don't know. Did you see the other chick? She wasn't as good as Angelina.
Jennifer Aniston was kind of boring. She was kind of like
Jennifer
homebody,
Aniston.
like eh.
See, I like that.
That's why we still associate Brad Pitt with Jennifer Aniston.
I like the guy she's with now, though. Justin
do?
Thoreau. Oh,
Who
yeah.
is he?
He's so handsome.
But he's like a nobody now.
Yes, he is. He's funny. He was in that movie that I love with,
Which movie?
What's his name that I love? Paul Rudd.
What movie?
James, do you remember the name of the movie?
I don't even know.
All he cares about is the commercial break sign. He's waiting for the commercial to come on. No, does anybody remember? Justin?
Who even knows who her husband is?
Justin doesn't even remember.
No.
It was a good movie, though. It was really funny.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is he a
look it up during
comedian?
commercial. He's pretty funny. He's
Is
not
he?
a comedian, but he's funny.
Oh, wow. I don't even know who he is.
And he's good looking. Don't you know what he looks like?
I do. He's okay. I mean, he's
Oh,
no
well.
Brad Pitt. Come on.
Really? I think he's better looking.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a pretty hard call.
Yep.
Damn.
I like dark hair.
Oh, yeah, he does have dark hair.
He's like Eric Decker. He's got dark hair.
Yeah. Well, I will just say this.
James gets me. Nobody else gets me in this room.
What I will say is poor Brangelina, but whatever.
I know, we're
14
sad
years is a
about
long time.
that.
But this is the thing. You got to nurture your relationship. That's what I've learned. You got to, like, give.
That should be your start loving life tip.
It should be. Actually, you know what? You're absolutely right.
Let's switch it right now, live on the spot.
I'm going to give you 2 tips today, and one of the tips
Remember when I did
is,
2 besties? You're like, wait, save one.
right, is you have to really nurture your relationship. You know,
You do.
especially when you have 100 kids like these people do.
100
Like,
kids.
if you can have 100 kids, no worries. If you love kids, that's great. But don't forget, your spouse is numero uno, always.
Yes.
Because unless you have a partnership, you got nothing. Nothing.
If you lose your relationship with each other, what do you have?
Right. And I see so many people, they live through their kids.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't. And then your kids get older, they go on, and you're like, oh my God, I have no life because I live through my kids. Don't do it, folks.
You got to have a date night,
Don't do it.
like our show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You have
do
to
date
nurture
night.
your relationship. You have to love your honey up.
That's right. And always, what was the phrase that our people always say? Treat the person as if you just met them or you just started dating.
Oh, like that
always
song?
treat.
There was a song. Don't.
Oh, yeah, what is
come on,
it?
James. You know the song.
Your
Like,
clarinet
I'm
player.
going to love you like I'm going to lose you.
Oh, yeah, that's a good song, by
Right.
the way. I do like that.
Yeah. Who sings
But
that?
always,
Never
no,
mind.
there's a saying.
Yeah.
Always treat the person you're with as if it's your first date.
I think that I like it.
I know. That should be your start loving life tip.
Because you don't take them for granted.
Right, like all these peeps do.
Right, like you got to make a point
Bastards.
to like. Oh my God. You have to make a point when you're in a relationship. Love the person up. Like make an effort.
That's right. Not enough people make effort.
Yeah, but anyway, that's my.
Or put each other first.
Yeah, and you have to.
Right. So just do it. Listen to us. We know what we're talking
about. That's our
about.
date night rant for tonight.
That's why we're successful in our dating life.
That's right. There you go. So, dude, I saw that you were trekking around at some golf event. So tell me about that.
Yes, I was at the Victor Green. Anybody who's a Jet fan out there like me, Victor Green, used to be on the Jets. Amazing guy, doing great things for underprivileged youth. And he does a charity every year, a celebrity golf outing. It was at Glen Head Country Club.
Perfect, right here.
And great things that he's doing. I have some pictures up. All the money goes, do we have the pictures, Vic?
Yes.
Here we go. Here's coming up, me and LT, Lawrence Taylor,
very nice.
ex-linebacker for the New York Giants. I'm not a Giant fan, but that's all right. LT is a legend. I love him. We got here Bernard King. He had an injured knee.
Oh, is that true?
He was still playing golf. He was playing golf, and I caught him while he was resting his knee.
You caught him, or you captured him?
I think I stalked him a little bit because I was a huge fan of the Knicks. It was at Byron Scott. I can't see from far away, and it's green.
His pledge.
Byron Scott. He was the coach for the Lakers. We got Dr. J in the house. Love him. And oh my God.
What?
This was a dream come true for me to meet John Starks. I had a framed picture of him in my bedroom.
No.
I did.
When?
I had so many things. I was obsessed with him. I was obsessed with John Starks. I was in love with him. I wanted to marry him. And I told him that. And I told him that when I met him yesterday. I'm like, I was in love with you and I wanted to marry you.
Wait, so you knew him from when?
Back when I was a kid, I was obsessed. I was a huge Knicks fan.
Oh my
And I was just in love with him. How adorable is he?
And you
All right, and here's us with Victor.
He was really nice, right?
He was so sweet. And then here's me and DJ Chef with Victor Green from the Jets.
Love it.
Amazing guy. And our rival from the Bills, Andre Reed. Now, this guy was friggin' hysterical. One of the funniest people I ever met in my life. Andre Reed. I want him on the show. I told him that I want him on our show. He said he was going to be on. I love him.
I love it.
Hysterical. But it was a great time and a great cause that he does for underprivileged youth.
That's awesome.
So, Victor Green, I love you. And I was happy to be a part of that.
That's awesome. So now, are you excited? Because it seems like the Jets are doing well.
We're doing what? We won our first game.
Right. And actually, Jeff, we had a party at the house.
Oh, good.
Which we were really
excited about.
You guys
should have came to our party.
Well, no, I know. We had already had a party. Well, we didn't have. We had one person invited or two people, and then it turned into a big party. So I know you had your event that you were doing. What is it?
Bricks and Barley in Long Beach, yeah. We beat the Bills. That's all that matters.
Right, which was exciting. It was a great game. I didn't pay attention to the game. I was eating, but it looked like a great game.
I was eating. Thanks, Connie. Thanks for your support.
I was eating wings. I'm like, whatever.
You don't even care about the game.
I'm like, it's a party. I'm going to party it up.
You don't even care.
No.
This was huge for us to beat them. They beat us twice last season. So
we
needed revenge on Rex. We got it. Screw you, Rex. I did actually used to like him when he was the coach for the Jets. I did like him because he had a lot of passion for the players.
Okay.
But now I hate him because, he's against us. He's, trying to beat us.
The nerve.
That's right. And he has a foot fetish.
Oh, really? What do you mean? What do you mean
guys know.
foot fetish?
Come on.
What?
Come
what
on.
What are you talking about?
Everybody knows. I don't know. It was all over the news.
That sounds so weird. What does that mean? How do you know this?
He's probably looking at our feet right now if he's tuning in. Rex, stop looking at my feet.
I love it. All right, so good job to the Jets for getting back on track.
Eric Decker always coming through. ED.
That's right.
I love you.
Good job. Good job.
That's right. You don't even care.
No, of course I care because I'm looking forward to the next. It's on Sunday, right? The next Jets game. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Casey.
I'll be there. Food and drinks.
You'll be there. Great.
Food and drinks.
Wonderful. You won't even give a crap. All right, good.
I give a crap from afar. All right, so this is my real Start Living Life tip of the day, and it's called "There is never a good reason to relive the past. Embrace your now."
I like that.
So think about how many times you're in a conversation with someone and they're like, oh my God, back in the day, blah, blah. And I'm always like, are you kidding me? Like, who cares? Like, there's nothing so exciting.
Crying out their hearts and you're like, who cares? Let's just talk about now.
Well, and this is the thing. Like right now, all you got is right now.
True.
And so many times, and I will say this, so many times maybe you had some mishap in the past or something that didn't go right or something that you felt like an injustice. And people get so hung up on it and they keep talking about it.
True.
But the big thing that people don't realize is that the more you talk about your mishaps or things that you did wrong or injustices, the more you bring it into your future.
And don't get so angry.
Right,
Right,
exactly. That's my tip for next week. Don't steal it. But so you want to remember, anything you talk about now, you're bringing into your future. So if you screwed up in the past or something happened to you that wasn't ideal, the more you talk about it, the more you bring it into your future experience. Like, why would you ever want to do that?
Tell a different story.
Right. Tell a different story. In fact, don't even tell that old story anymore.
Tell the story that you want.
Right. So take that story, just forget it because it is what it was, and I'm sure you learned a lesson from it, and I'm sure you're clear about what you want as a result, and just let it be. And now move forward to the exciting future that you have that lies ahead of you, as long as you don't talk about the past.
I love it. But most people don't know how to do that.
I know. It's called, that's it.
Shut the hell up.
Shut the F
Drink
up.
a Tito's, and you'll be fine.
Right. And the moment that you want to talk about it, just be like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And you're going to see how your life is going to change literally in a matter of days.
Oh, my God, I love it. Let's all do that. Let's all test it out.
Exactly. So shush up about the past. And go to check out my website at startlovinglife.com. That's right.
I knew that was coming next. Now, I did something very similar last week to my bestie, you know, phone chargers. But I couldn't help but do something again. Like, my friend visited me from New Jersey this past weekend, and she's like, did you hear about I love Kate Spade, by the way. I have a Kate Spade bag.
She's beautiful.
All right. I have a very, very nice pink Kate Spade bag.
Figured it was
so
fake.
she's like, did you hear about this Kate Spade bag that charges your phone? I'm like, shut up.
We need that.
I know. When we go out to the bars or whatever.
To the events, and we're like,
to the events.
Have a charger.
Right. What are you going to do? Carry that big ass portable charger? Hell no. All right. So do we have it up? Vicky?
Yes.
There's my bestie. All right. So my bestie is Kate Spade. It's called Everpurse. You go to everpurse.com. And it is a beautiful, look at it. It's just a normal looking clutch, which I love.
Yeah,
wristlet.
we love clutches.
And that's what I want. So whoever wants to purchase this for me for Christmas, I'll marry you on the spot.
There you go.
It's only $148.
No, it's $198.
Oh, $198. All right, Connie, we're upping it. Anyway, there's like a little pouch in there if you could see it. It was a little hard to see, but whatever. And you stick your phone in there and it charges, but you charge the bag on, it comes with like this little charging station.
Okay.
You put the bag on top of it.
Okay.
And then you throw your phone in it and you're good to go the rest of the night. So how great is that?
The bag is actually charged.
Correct. The bag is charged.
Genius.
The bag is charged for $198. I think that's worth it.
Right. Well, how many times are we at an event and we're like, how much you got? I got this.
Right.
What do you have? And then we're like, all right, you plug it in. You
Last
plug it
night,
in.
I was on like 2%. Thank God DJ Chef had like a thing for me to plug
Like one
in.
of those extra charges,
I would have
right?
had to sit in the car and charge my phone.
Yeah.
If I would have had the Kate Spade Everpurse, I would have been no
That's
problem.
right. Exactly.
All right, well, maybe Justin the Fort Sumter will buy me the Everpurse when he wins his big
That's right.
UFC
Because he's
fight.
going to be a big UFC
That's right. Justin, you better buy it for me. I don't hear anything from you, Justin. You know, you're out.
For Christmas.
You're out.
He said for Christmas. All right, guys. So, Chrissy, who's our fabulous guest for tonight?
He's been a guest already on our show.
know, we love
He's
him.
a friend of mine. I've interviewed him a million times with Ring Fever. I love him so much. I'm a huge fan of him. Justin the Fort Sumter. And he's back. Because you know why? He knocked somebody the F out.
Yeah.
In 32 seconds. That's why he's back.
Justin.
He's
nice
the man.
Job.
And he's coming back to talk about it
We love
right
it.
after this.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Horsehair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
And we're back.
Justin, what's up, man?
Nothing much, just hanging out with you two pretty
Oh my
ladies.
God, we're so happy that you're back.
Justin, it
Thank you
took
for
you
having
2
me.
hours to get here this time. What happened?
Traffic is
man.
bad.
Oh my
You didn't get
goodness.
pulled over like Sam did?
I know.
Sam,
Well, it was-
That's right. Until
my
he said,
buddy Sam Watford got pulled over when he was coming to our
but
show.
then he
last
said he was going on date night, and they're like, "Dude, get back on that highway.
right.
You can't be late for date night."
Would you stop for a muffin again?
Munchkins this time.
Munchkins.
Yeah.
Nice.
Try to make it a little bit quicker because just throw them in the bag and they're good.
I
Shove
love
it in
you.
your mouth and you're fine.
Yes.
Thank you for coming all this way.
Thank you for having me again.
Of
Well, we
course,
love you, man. I'm a
Come on,
huge
we're
fan
your
of
biggest
you.
fan.
Oh, thank you.
Remember when I used to stalk you at NYFE?
Wait,
Well-
did Chrissy really stalk you?
Well, you mean borderline stalking.
Borderline.
Oh, shoot, man. I did it in a nice way. I had
Yeah,
a
it was
microphone
very
in my hand.
very polite, you know. Here,
Thank you.
here,
Like-
yeah.
But you couldn't be bothered. You were like in the zone.
Well, you know, I mean, I was in my.
You had your
zen.
hoodie on. You were
Yeah.
trying to get prepared for the fight, which was understandable.
Yeah.
But I know you were on the show already. But
Yes.
you probably don't want to repeat yourself a million times.
Come on, listen, we
But
have a
for
lot
anybody-
of new viewers. We
right.
want them to know who
Right.
Justin is and how amazing he is.
Exactly. How did you, let's just jump right in. How did you get involved with MMA? Like, what sparked your interest in it?
What sparked my interest was I liked to compete when I was younger. I wrestled in high school, and in college I really didn't have an outlet. I did flag football intramurals, but I really wanted something that kind of brought me back to wrestling, so I did jiu-jitsu. And then somebody asked me if I wanted to fight 30 days after doing it, and I was like, yeah, why not? And then fought a guy in a week's notice and beat
Wow.
him, and now I'm here.
So somebody asked you to fight, and you were like, heck yeah.
Yeah, why not?
You're like,
You know?
yeah.
What's the worst thing can happen, you know?
So
Right.
when was your first real fight then?
It was July 2011.
And were you
Wow.
like, after that, you were like, wow, I love this. Like, I got to do this as a living.
Well, not do this as a living, more do it as compete, because I just like competing. I like trying and testing myself, you know, on every aspect of my life. And, you know, this was one of them that really piqued my interest. And so I was like, I got to keep doing this, keep doing this.
Now, what kind of training is involved? Because I notice a lot of the fighters have different backgrounds. So what was kind of your background and what kind of training have you had?
Really just wrestling. You know, just learning to take people down. But my first fight, I knocked him out in 30 seconds.
Wow.
So
Your first fight?
my first fight
Ever? 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
So that was
And they
more
were like,
boxing, right? Or
Yeah, there's more boxing. You know, I mean, I have a long frame, and you know, I kind of can touch people from my far
You do have
distance.
long arms.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd be scared to get in the cage with you.
yeah, it's. I think with my size and my frame, striking is beneficial to me, but I do like wrestling. I like wrestling a lot, so
that's more your preference.
preference. Yeah.
You're middleweight, right?
Yes.
You fight middleweight. How did you get the nickname Sumpter? Did we ask you that last time?
We did, but we wanted.
Sumter's
we
the
wanted
last
forgot it.
name. Sumter's
no,
my-
Fort.
Oh,
the
Fort. Oh, my God. He's like, shoot, why are you giving out my last name?
No, just it has ties with where I'm from. I was born in South Carolina, so Fort Sumter is in South
Oh.
Carolina. So I was like, and especially being up north, some people get it, and some people are like, I don't get it. and I'm like, well,
I
Fort
love it.
Sumter, and you know, so.
I
that's
love
how
it. So it just stuck.
Well,
You gave it to yourself, or did somebody?
well, like my original fight name was the Machine, and I liked it. I came up with it myself.
I like the machine.
But everybody, all my friends, they were like, hey, man, you should just be the Fort, man, because you're big and you don't get broken into. And they came up.
That's
like
great.
that.
I
Yeah,
love
they come
it.
up with a lot of stuff. But then I was like, when I was having that fight for Bellator, I was like thinking, you know, it kind of has a little ring to it. So I stuck with that one.
And you're fighting pro now, right?
Yes.
You did Bellator, and now what was the last one?
The
again?
last one was Cage Titans in Plymouth, Mass.
Is that above Bellator?
No, it's Bellator is like a tier. So you know, you got UFC, World Series of Fighting,
Yeah.
and then you have smaller promotions that aren't well known,
Right.
That are still classified as professional. They have some amateurs on there as well. So it's still professional, but it's under UFC and Bellator.
Right under. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're gonna fight again with Bellator, or?
Hopefully, some stuff happened so November 4th is kind of off. So I'm trying to get on a fight with CES, but they have to find me an opponent. So.
Oh shoot! Are you calling peeps out right now?
I mean, I don't
Who
need
should
to
we
call.
call up?
I don't need to call out anybody, you know, because I don't want to say I would fight anyone now. It's more or less I'm trying to build my career. So
Right.
you know, whatever fight my coach says fight, you know, I mean
Right.
that's who I should fight.
Now, can you tell everybody who you train under? Obviously, I know who you train under, which is one of the best, Renzo Gracie.
Well, I switched gyms.
Oh shoot!
I
What'd
switched
you
gyms.
switch
So
to?
that would need to change that question.
Oh, good. So this was a good question.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
Great
brought it
lineup,
up
great lineup.
because he's one of the best guys. Who do you train with
Right
now?
now, I train with Nick Newell. Nick
Okay.
Newell's the guy. Everyone knows he's the world champion in XFC. Was the world champion
Wow.
in XFC.
Oh, wow.
He's the guy with one arm.
Oh,
No.
wow.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, from Milford, Connecticut. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
So he's training you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
What is that like then?
He's it seems like he has 3 arms. Like he's a beast.
Wow.
He's and his personality, he's a real down to earth guy. And really what stuck out with me was the fact that one, he's been there. He's been on the main stage. He's been in front of thousands of people, and he knows what works in the cage for him.
Right.
So he can kind of put that on me and, oh, that might work. Well, if this doesn't work, you know, he's been in situations that, you know, like a lot of coaches can't say they have been in. So
Right.
That's crazy. And how long have you been there now?
since April, so right after my Bellator fight.
Now, why'd you
Wow.
leave Renzo Gracie?
Well, you know,
Change.
I needed something different, like, because that was the first gym I came when I came from Georgia. That's the first gym up here that I
Right.
went to, and you know, there's no. I want to say there's no bad blood between me
Right.
and the gym. It's just I needed to, on that professional level, I needed something different to excel
Okay.
me. And as you guys saw, that first fight changing camps, you know, I beat a guy in 32 seconds.
Which is
Yeah.
And,
amazing.
and we're going to talk about that
Yeah.
because that's
So, you know, I feel
Amazing.
this gym is a great fit for me.
Okay.
One, personally and professionally. So,
well. What do you feel like
this
you're getting
point.
differently from him than you did at Renzo Gracie?
well, just the level of training is is different. Like me I have a full-time job. I'm a project engineer, so.
So you're smart.
Yes, I would say that. Yes,
Because he
I
has a
am
job,
smart.
or that he's a project
I know,
engineer.
that sounds very smart.
But,
your title.
What was I about to say?
What's
That
the-
this is your full-time, you have a
Yeah,
full-time
okay,
job.
full-time
and so, yeah,
job, and just the
training behind it.
the training and
The camp
the
provides.
resources he has, being able to mold a camp around me and my schedule,
Oh, that's
giving me
nice.
the best
all right.
of everything I can get in that time period. I think, that speaks leaps and bounds when, one, you're trying to pursue a career professionally in MMA, as well as I got a
You got
job
bills
where
to pay.
I got bills to pay. So it kind of works both hand in hand.
So Justin, when someone's starting out in this field, because that you make a good point. So do you find certain camps really want you to train and like restrict you to like saying, all right, this is what we expect of you, which is hindering upon if you have a full-time job or you need some other or you have other responsibilities that you need to cater to. Do you find that to be the case?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of gyms. Like, one thing that stuck out with me, like Nick is not like, hey man, if you want to fight, you got to stop what you're doing because
Right.
you got to put all your eggs in this basket and go forward. Like I want to, if I had the opportunity to do that, I would do that hands down. But I don't. I have student loans, I have rent, and I'm not fighting at the level where one fight to pay my
The next 20
student
years.
loan. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You will.
Well, eventually, I like to say, that is soon to come. If
Sure.
not now, later. If not later, eventually.
Yeah.
So,
And just to touch upon that, because I know you're very big on positive thinking.
Yes.
And how do you guys train mentally? Like, how do you get yourself to be in that place of this is going to happen? I know you guys are all into the law of attraction.
Yeah.
Anytime I interview one of you guys are always
Which is why we
coming.
love
That's
MMA.
what I love about you guys. You guys are so humble. You're always respectful of your opponent as well. You're never like that mofo,
Right.
like how I would be, biatch, whatever. You guys are never like that. You guys are always respectful,
Right.
and it always comes down to the mindset. So who teaches you that, and how do you get yourself to prepare mentally? for a
I
fight?
think kind of going back to if anybody watched the other episode I was on, I think your parents are kind of, like not to say your parents, like you might have grandparents, you might have uncles, cousins, somebody that
Some
influenced
leadership
you from a young stage in your life and tries to instill in you great principles and great philosophies to carry you through your life. Because I think your parents or someone that is guardian over you has the utmost ability and the responsibility, let's say, the responsibility to teach you the right path to go. Because, if you lead somebody through this door and, this door is always right there, they're going to go through that door and vice versa, other doors. So I think it's their responsibility to instill great principles and philosophies in your life.
So you got that from your upbringing.
Yes.
Now, when you're training, though, at the gyms, are the coaches, helping you mentally prepare for the fight, like help you visualize? Are they teaching you that stuff as well?
Yeah, well, like, the coach's main objective is to, one, make you feel confident. Because if you're not confident in the cage, then you don't perform confidently. He gives you the aspects he believes suit you and would suit your opponent in the fight to, ultimately give you the win.
Okay.
So that's kind of what the coach's responsibility is, to, one, prepare you physically and prepare you mentally. Because
I love that.
if you can be the strongest guy, the fastest guy, the most conditioned guy, but if your mind isn't right on the aspects that you need, because there's strong individuals that crumble inside the cage just because their mind isn't right. So not to say someone is a lesser mind individual,
Right. agree
but
with that.
they can, when the coach adds his kind of spice to it, they allow him to go in the cage and flourish.
And how is he doing that? Is he telling you affirmations? Like,
Well, you know what I mean?
The guy in the best.
right.
Guy in the
Like,
best.
is he telling? Right. Is he telling
Well,
you to say, look at yourself in the mirror and say,
Not-
"Put down that muffin, Justin."
not necessarily that. It's just, just the encouragement. So, you don't have to say, hey, man, I want you to go home and say you're the best in the mirror. You don't have to
Yeah.
do that, but the small little things like say, hey man, that was a great move. Like you did that great. But if you did this can, put you to that next level.
Okay.
So giving you encouragement along the way, that one builds your confidence. Because if a coach says,
Right.
hey, you're doing that wrong, and just says, hey, you're doing that
I know,
wrong.
that's the worst thing in the world.
That's like
Right, that's going to make you feel defeated.
you
make
feel defeated
bad.
and
Right.
you don't build on it. So,
Right.
a coach can say, hey, you're doing this wrong, but if you did this instead, you might have a better outcome, kind of
Right.
deal like that.
Now, Justin, you mentioned principles. Growing up, and hopefully you have an adult in your life that can, teach you those principles. So when you told your family, whoever it may have been, that you were interested in MMA,
And beating the crap out of people.
right? What was the response that you got?
Well, I just remember my grandmother. It was her birthday Monday.
Happy birthday,
Aw.
Grandma.
No, Sunday. It's Sunday.
Whatever.
Your
Happy
poor
birthday,
grandmother.
Grandma.
And she was like, oh, you don't need to do that. Like,
Aw.
you're so smart. You don't even need to
Aw.
fight. Yeah. So, that sticks out with me. Sorry, Grandma.
Aw.
But
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
yeah,
course.
my
You're
whole
such a
family's
great
pretty,
guy. You're a
really
nice
proud
guy.
of me. My stepdad and my dad really enjoyed my mom.
Were they shocked at first, though? Were they like, what the heck? Or were they like,
Yeah.
oh, that's cool, I could totally see it?
You can totally see my son beating the crap out of somebody.
My
For a living.
dad and my stepdad, he's a 5th-degree black belt in karate.
Oh, so forget it.
So he was
Forget
like,
it.
he was
You
all-
told us that.
he was
That's
all
right.
over. He's looked at all my fights and
That's
he's
awesome.
called
There
me
you
and
go.
given me tips and stuff. My dad and my stepmom, they love it. My mom's a little apprehensive. She's like, you better be prepared when you go in there. Don't get hurt.
Right.
And so so to the extent all my other family members are like, oh, this is my cousin. My cousin's awesome.
Right.
So that feels
They're excited.
That feels pretty good, when
They're
you go
proud of
back home for Thanksgiving and they're like, oh, did you bring the belt? Oh, did you? Yeah, so
Oh,
that feels
that's
good.
sweet.
Aw, I love that.
And now, are you ever in a fight where you get hurt, and then do you go to the doctor after a fight? Like, what? How
Yes.
does that work?
Yeah, I love that he's like, yes.
Yes, you do. Like I broke this hand twice.
What? During a fight?
Yeah. One fight I broke my knuckle. My knuckle separated from my bone right here.
Ugh.
So I can
And
move
do you
it.
know this during the fight? Like, do you keep fighting and you're like,
Yes.
whatever?
Or is your adrenaline going so
Well-
Right.
fast that you're like, you don't even feel pain?
Right.
This one I broke it in the first round, and then like I had to get a doctor to check me out because he did a groin shot that was like really bad. I was like crying. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
Yeah. But you need to, if anybody has no cups, get a diamond cup because those things are great. Diamond
you
cups
go.
are great. I'm not trying to sell them, but I got them and they're great.
Sounds like you're selling them. Are they your sponsor?
No. I'm just saying,
I'm just
if you want to
kidding.
You're
sponsor
trying
me,
to protect the goods.
if you want to sponsor
Protect
me,
the
you
goods.
can.
If you
But,
want to have kids, you got to protect. All right.
So I had to, fix my my shorts, and when I was trying to fix my shorts, I was like, oh, this hand doesn't work. And I look at it, and it was
Aw.
swelling up. And then I fought the other 2 rounds.
Wait, so you didn't even know?
Well, I knew it was broken as soon as because it's numb.
and you
Like,
fought the other 2 rounds.
Yeah. And
With the hand, or
yeah,
did you
yeah,
use?
with the hand.
Oh my God.
But I knocked him out with a kick, so it
Okay,
really,
thank
I
God.
didn't touch him that many times with my hand. So
And so do you just leave and then go to the hospital, or do you leave, go home, like go to sleep, and the next day, like, oh, let me go to the doctor's?
you gotta go
well,
right away
that
for
fight
that.
was on a Saturday, so I waited to Monday.
Oh.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
weren't in
Well,
pain?
this one was. I was like, it's just probably hurt real bad, and so I broke it on Saturday, and then I was like, the next Friday, I was like, I might need to get this checked out,
Oh my
and so my
God.
thumb was shattered right here. They had to
my
put
God.
pins in.
Just like
so,
a man.
So you really need to have a real job, though, for health insurance.
Yeah, it
Because
does
Thank God
help.
you have that.
It does help. It does
Right?
help.
Otherwise, you're fucked. What are you going to do? You go into a ring? I mean, it's pretty...
Yeah, well, I mean, it's frowned upon, but I've seen documentaries where, like, if a fighter gets hurt,
Yeah.
he will actually go fight and then say he got hurt in the fight, because they give you a certain percentage of the cost of the surgery or
Oh, they
procedure.
do?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, that's
well, that's
because they have fighters insurance you have to sign up for.
This fighter's insurance. Who knew? Okay.
Yeah.
I never actually knew that
I
either.
didn't
That
know
we,
that either.
that's
It's like-
pretty cool.
Sounds like you need
We
health
should be
insurance.
fighters. I think I would be good at it. Do you?
Yeah, you just
Thank
gotta,
you. I have the
you
anger.
gotta be confident.
I have the anger.
Well, you don't have to. You don't fight angry.
Oh,
because when you
wait,
fight
God,
angry,
good to learn.
Forget it.
Hold
She's
on,
not
wait,
good
this is
then.
a good point. This is actually a great point. Can you say that?
when you fight angry, your mind thinks in like one direction. So your anger is pointed towards somebody. So when you're fighting, I think it clouds your judgment. So I want to beat this guy up because I'm angry at him. But if you don't think tactically and like your strategy, it kind of goes out the window. So if this guy is a awesome takedown artist and you're like, oh, I just want to kill him, you run at him and he takes you down. Like, and then you're even madder because you got taken down,
Man.
Like, no, I really can't stand you.
How do you handle like people, the haters, like people talking smack about you after a fight if you lose
Do you
or
care?
like
you know what I mean? It's like I kind of treat it like stress. Stress is inevitable. You know what I mean? Like there's going to be stress. There's going to be people that doubt you. There's always going to be somebody that doubts you.
Of course.
You know, like if there wasn't people that doubt you, this world would be like an awesome place, a way better place than it is now. So if you focus on people that, dang it, there's this post I posted on my athlete page about, I think was it Copernicus or something like that.
Confucius?
Okay.
He had a sift, like it's a sift. What's that word? And when it means something else, metaphor.
Metaphor.
Thank God for Justin.
I know.
I'm tired.
I
I'm on
missed
no
that.
sleep. I'm like, I don't know what the hell
Yeah,
you're
so
saying.
like
I must have missed the English class.
it was like
Metaphor.
like this guy said, "Oh, I got something to tell you about somebody else. What somebody else said about you." And then he said, "Well, let me ask you 3 questions." He asked it, "What you say, would that be something bad?"
Right.
And so if it was something bad, he would say yes. And then he said,
How is that going to benefit me?
"Yeah, why would that benefit you?" Then he said, "Is this true?" And he was like, "Well, I don't know."
That was key.
You know.
What you just said right there.
And then what's the last one?
Don't
A lot of
don't
therapists
freaking
always say
say
that.
it because it's not worth it. That's the last one.
Well, yeah, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
So like if you put everything that you're about to say or about to do in that sift, and it, one, it takes out if it's bad, it takes out if it's not true, and the last thing kind of on the same lines, then it's not even worth saying.
Right. And
So
it's not, it doesn't
basically
even
not
matter
taking
what,
it personal.
Right. And it doesn't
right?
matter what people think. It's what you think. And people are always going to criticize. And
Always.
People are always
Right.
going to hate.
Exactly. And
Haters
to give
gonna
it,
hate.
right. And to give it any airtime.
But do you get angry back? Do you ever, like if somebody writes something about you and you see the comment, and then we'll go to commercial quick. I know we have to. But if you see a negative comment about you, is your first, initial reaction to retaliate and be like, screw you?
I think in everybody there's this part of them that's like, what the,
Right.
Like, seriously, I'm trying to bust my ass here.
Right.
What are you
exactly.
doing?
And
Like,
then
fuck.
you're like, well, you think about it. Well, really, if they're putting online, they don't have the guts to say it to you in person.
True.
So that nullifies anything. And then if they say it to you in person, then why would they really say it in person if they're just trying to get on your nerves?
Right.
Right.
And
They know you're going to rear naked chokehold them in 2
Right.
seconds, 2.2
Exactly.
seconds.
And I always want to say to them, like, what do you do? What do you do that you can criticize? Really?
I'm
When
sticking
you
up for
do
Justin.
something major, you let me know.
Yeah.
Until then,
So you would never comment back. You've never.
well, I don't want to say I've never commented something back, but going through life and getting better, not
You don't
worrying
wanna-
about what's happened in the past and only think about what's happening.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
Paying
Justin.
attention.
Our commercial
All
guy
right,
keeps
James.
spinning his
I
finger.
know.
Where's the commercial sign, James?
Come on, you're
Oh,
slacking.
wow, you must be going through withdrawal. All right, Justin, I love you so much. You know I love you.
You are amazing.
And we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be
Quickie.
back with more Justin, the
Yeah.
Ford, Sumpter. He's the man.
The man.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience
For
begin.
professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
You smell so good, I won't have to bathe the next 2 weeks. Anything. So, here, laugh a little harder. All right?
I will take him. I would be proud to show you off, you little old weirdo man.
Get a new sweater. The worst dressed man here tonight. Right? Look, get that laugh, and get it in there tonight because nobody else is gonna laugh like her. She's under drugs, all right?
Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Horsehair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
And we're back, and our videographer was just trying to get into our shot.
But you know what? He is
We love him.
allowed because we love him, and he is worthy of a full
That's
shot.
right.
So
We love you, James.
No problem.
We also
Can I
love
get a shirt
Justin.
like that?
Can I get a shirt? Hell to the
Aw,
yeah, come on. You'll get a
Justin
date
the
night
Fort
shirt.
Sumpter wants one of our date night shirts. You will absolutely. Can you wear it in the ring on your next fight?
Can you wear it on your ass?
If I write
on
if I get the Fort engraved on the back,
on your bottom,
but I
Why
want
not?
it's got
Well,
to
we
be.
can- we
Oh
can
my
put it
God,
on my
that's awesome!
on the shorts.
You'll wear pink shorts and
Well,
have our face on your crotch.
Pink shorts.
All right, well, we'll talk about it after the show. Anyway,
I love
Before
it.
you-
That was great.
I gotta wake him up. Just come on, wake up.
I'm awake. It's just.
All right, man.
I
You
know
need
I'm
a
getting
Tito,
close,
bro,
but-
Justin,
and a muffin.
listen, don't worry.
All right,
We
listen to me.
gotcha.
Before you get into the ring, I've seen you. I've interviewed you at NYFE,
Yes.
and you always look very calm, very serene, and I never understand how you stay that way. But what rituals do you have before you get into the ring for a fight?
I don't want to say it's like a. Well, I guess if you do it over and over again, then you do it for the same thing. That would be considered a ritual, right?
Right.
So I just go to sleep.
How do you sleep
before a fight.
with everything going on?
Oh, I believe that. I can
Yeah.
see that.
Well, just one because everybody's mind races, especially before something, like your mind races before you go to a wedding. Your mind races
True.
before you take a test. Your mind races before you go to court. So everybody's mind has the ability to, one, pull straws at any idea that comes to it. And I think just sleeping, kind of, because most of the time I don't remember my dreams at all. Do you guys remember your dreams?
No, of
No,
course
I'm terrible.
not.
I never remember
No.
that.
Yeah, like I'll wake up and I'm like, oh man, that's an awesome dream. And then I go brush my teeth and I was like,
See, at least you
did I-
remember
What the
that
hell
part.
was that?
Does somebody wake you up? One of your managers, John's?
yeah, they
Who wakes you up?
Do you
Imagine
have an alarm on your iPhone like all of us do?
Yeah.
Well, usually, like we do it by fights. So if there's
Right, of course.
10 fights that night, and I'm like the 10th fight, so they'll wake you up probably around like 5 or 4 fights before yours.
Oh wait, you're sleeping that night at the place?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. I've seen you laying down on the floor when I've come over to interview
On
you.
a floor?
Yeah,
Is that
well,
what
You had your hoodie on.
Well, I put
you were
like
laying down.
a
I
kicky
remember.
you have
pad
like a
behind my
cot,
head.
you like lay out and
Sam was in the bathroom. I was waiting for him. I'm like, what the hell is he doing in there? I was waiting for you guys.
So interesting.
You were sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, it just helps one clear my mind, and so then when I get up and I start to warm up, it's just like I'm thinking about that. That's all in my mind because I just woke up and did it. And then, not to say I don't think about, the more time I spend getting to the cage and then waiting, things don't pop up in my mind. But this was a awesome example. Like I can remember definitely my thought process because I was walking and I was like, oh, I'm going to fight. I'm going down there. I'm going to win. And then I get to the back and, I haven't heard my music yet. I'm just, walking back and forth. And I'm like, oh, man, am I ready? Am I ready? And then I hear my music and I start
What's your
walking.
song? Hold on.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Oh, my song is The Saints by Andy Mineo.
Okay.
It's a Christian rap song, and it's
Beautiful.
like a remake of When the Saints Go Marching In. So it
I
has
love that song.
It has
Okay,
a
that's beautiful.
undertone of like marching and military, so that kind of
I love. Oh my God, I love that so much.
Nice.
So
All right.
I hear my music, and then I'm like, I train my ass off, and I'm prepared. I'm just gonna go in there and do what I do in training. So
Yeah.
and-
Do what you gotta do and get the F out.
yeah,
No.
that's I like to get in there and get out. That's the
Get
best
in
way
and
to
get out.
Now, when you get into the ring, do you look at your opponent? Are you cool about it? Are you like, I'm not going to look at you like some people? Like, what is the demeanor when you get into the ring?
It just depends. Sometimes I'm like, man, I don't care what he's thinking. I don't care because if you look at somebody and you look at their eyes, you're like, what are you thinking?
Right.
Like, what's
Yeah.
going through her head? Like, one,
Right.
I don't really care because I'm about to fight you, and
Right.
you're about to do the same.
I'm
so
about to rear naked chokehold you.
Hello.
yes.
That's my
Do
favorite
you
move.
do you know how to do that move?
That's right. I do. I'll show you live on the air
She'll
before
show
we
you.
end.
She'll-
I know how to do it.
Show it.
You want me to do it now?
Yeah, go
No,
ahead.
not right now.
Okay,
Not
my-
later,
my-
later.
My mic's gonna fall.
like,
I'm not attached to this.
But
You're
yeah,
a
sometimes
touching chair.
sometimes I'm like, I just want to just look at him, see how he looks, how his body's going, because you can tell a lot by how they're moving, how they're if they're jittery or if they're calm and collective, and so
so you're sizing them up.
right.
yeah, a little bit.
Now, do you want to go to the UFC? Is that your goal?
I would like to be in UFC. Ultimate goal, I don't think so. I think from MMA and my philosophy and my personality, I think I can do much more things than just fight. So on that broad spectrum of doing something to improve the world, I think I'm going to be better at that than fighting. So
Wait, so what does that mean?
Yeah,
so
what
what
would
other
that be?
things do you want to do?
like I don't want to be the cliche guy and say community outreach or
Right,
you
but
know,
that's nice that you wanna
fundraisers,
help, right.
but something more, like give back to communities, build things for people. What I'm really big on is renewable energy. I really want to do something on that specter, build a farm with that has solar panels and they grow their own food or something like that. My mind is just
You're a
just
country
racing.
guy.
Yeah, I like the country.
I like it. I want to live on the farm with you. But let's talk about your fight, because I don't want to run out of time and miss that. So you fought at, what is it, Cage Titans 30?
Yes, Cage Titans 30.
This
yeah.
was August 20th?
20.
Am I right? Am I wrong?
What does it matter?
Managers? Am I wrong? Whatever. guys.
Whatever.
I thought it
Right.
was 22nd. So anything like in the
Within
the 20s,
a couple
yeah.
days.
Fought
Okay.
Sean Evans,
Yes.
right? Now
he's a really good guy. Like
I read about him.
He's a awesome individual, you know, and it sucks that he lost his first professional fight, but I think the guy can go definitely far. He's a real good athlete, and you know, just keep your head up. You know, I know it's not going to hold you down.
Oh, that
but
was
just keep
nice of
pursuing.
you.
Yeah.
Right, because what I read about him that he was holding the top spot for like a year in New England or something, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And so now this was his first professional fight?
Yeah.
And he lost.
Yeah.
So how did you win? What'd you do?
It was a head kick knockout. Well, not necessarily a head kick because I hit him again, so it was like a combination of head kick and punch.
Jesus. And tell everybody how many seconds?
It was
round one?
It was 32 seconds. 32 seconds.
Right. So at 32 seconds, you kick him or whatever, he goes down. What are you thinking at that moment? Are you like, oh my God, I just won this fight? Are you like, is it over? Is he going to get up? Like, what are you thinking at that moment?
Oh, like at the moment I kicked him, I can remember, well, like it's weird. Thoughts don't go through your head.
All right, so what goes through your head?
Going?
Well, it's
like, did I win?
Like, it's just kind of, you feel what you got to do in there. It's you know, not to say like a lot of people don't know what that feels like because they haven't fought, but when you're in a fight, a lot of it's muscle memory because your brain during you know, high stressful situations, it kind of resorts back to what it's comfortable with.
Right.
And you know, when I'm in a cage and I'm comfortable with fighting because you know that's what I do. I train to fight. So you know, that was I kicked him in the head, and the next thing was I got to finish him. Because,
so you went in for more.
Yeah,
and then they stopped you.
Yeah,
so he went down. Did he go down? Was he unconscious at that point, or?
No, I kicked him, and then he was stumbling.
Was it a side kick to the head, or?
Well, it was a round kick,
Okay.
and I switched to a orthodox stance and came with a well, no.
Do it on Connie.
That was great.
It was my right hand. And,
Let's reenact it.
And then after that, you know, I felt the referee coming in because after landing that kick, that was a flush kick. I knew if I got a kick like that, you know, what I mean, I would definitely be out. And I'll try to fight it, but you know, it's just the ref's job to protect the fighter. So you know, what I mean, he just he touched me and I just let off because there's no need to do anymore. So.
That was nice. Was some people will go and keep beating the crap out of the person while they're down unconscious.
And
I've seen that.
I know. How was the guy when he got up? Was he like, or he just like was out of it?
Well, you know what I mean, like he was coherent. You know, one he was definitely upset, but it was definitely coherent. Like it was, I could tell his eyes were dazed just from the contact like that. That's.
But do you hug him after you like good fight, man?
Yeah, definitely.
You guys have respect for each other.
Yeah, and I told him, you know, what I mean, I know what you feel like right now because it's happened to me, and you know, just don't let this moment dictate your future. Right. You know, like Connie said, you know, you could tell a story about how I got beat, but why tell a story about how you got beat? You know?
Right. And what's your record now?
My record is 1-1.
Yeah, right there.
That's right. That's how we do it.
This is how
we only have the best on this show.
Yeah.
What do you think your strengths are?
My mind.
Yeah.
But,
high five again. He's on a roll this one.
Other than that, I think my striking is pretty strong, and my unknown jiu-jitsu skills are kind of in my back.
And you learned jiu-jitsu at Renzo Gracie or before that?
I've been training before that. Yeah, 2011. That's when I started. My two friends, Nick Wesley and Nathan Key, those are the two that kind of helped me mold my skill set. So I would say I learned it from them.
Now, who are you fighting next? Because I was reading stuff about your last fight. That guy, Sean Lally, that fought the same night as you.
Yeah.
He called out, wanted to fight somebody, and you said, I accept your challenge or whatever.
Yeah,
what's going on
unfortunately,
with that?
he broke his hand in that fight, so it won't be anytime soon, probably sometime in 2017. That's
really?
Yeah. So.
Damn, it's going to be that long?
Yeah, I mean, like, when you break your hand, you gotta let it heal, yeah.
Did he accept you saying, I'll fight you?
Yeah, I believe so.
What does that feel like? Are you excited to fight him?
Oh, yeah, I like to fight, you know, I just like to fight. But I think it's a good matchup, and definitely will be a good test for me and a good test for him. And we can definitely put on a good show. So.
That's great.
Who do you want to fight? Is there anybody that you dream of fighting that you want to fight?
Well, you know what I mean? There's somebody I always want to fight, you know, definitely getting that L from him for my first fight, but he knows who he is.
Uh-oh.
There you
Say
go.
it.
But you know what I mean? Like it's not my time to fight him right now, but I would definitely fight him in the near future. So
There's going to be a rematch.
look out.
And then,
Well, let us know when so me and Connie can go to that
Yeah.
damn fight.
Come
Yeah,
support.
definitely.
And then, Justin, just advice for anyone out there who's interested in what you're doing and perhaps they don't know how to get started. What advice can you give for someone who's watching and loves MMA and they just don't know what to do or how to get involved? What do you suggest?
I would say, you know, just it's kind of easier to say just go out there and do it, but you know, find a gym near you that, you know, kind of suits you. You know, because a lot of people, they go to different MMA gyms,
Right.
and they're like, oh, I really want to do this, and then they go to the MMA gym, and it's like, this doesn't fit me, you know? So really, you got to search. You got to look and you know, stick your foot in the water, you know, because you're not going to know right off the bat, oh, this looks good, this looks
Wait,
like...
how do you know the difference? Like, what are you looking for when you go to a gym?
Well, you know, if you like striking, you know what I mean, they would have like Muay Thai or, you know, I don't want to say you look out for gyms like this, but if a gym says they have everything, then that's kind of a gym that you're questionable because, you know, if you have everything, are you really specializing in everything?
That's a good point.
So
I don't think a lot of people realize that.
You know, if you got to find something you want your strong suit. So if you like jiu-jitsu, you know, go to a jiu-jitsu based gym. If you like Muay Thai, go to a Muay Thai based gym. Kickboxing likewise. So try to find something that suits your skill set or what you want to learn. And then if you don't like it, you know, you can go somewhere else. And don't feel like you're obligated because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that go to a certain gym and they feel obligated just because I went there, I have to stay there. If you're trying to, evolve your skills and become better, you have to, you know, take steps and, you know, you're going to rub people the wrong way, but you shouldn't rub people the wrong way. So if they get rubbed the wrong way, then obviously
their problem.
Yeah.
Obviously you weren't a great fit for them because they don't understand what you're trying to do.
Right.
And you know.
And really quick, do you review your opponent's tapes, fight tapes,
Yes,
before
yes.
you do that?
Yes.
How important do you think that is before you go into a fight with them?
I would say it's very important,
I don't
but
want to give your secrets away.
sometimes
Yeah.
it kind of hurts. It's like a double-edged sword.
Oh.
I have
Because then it screws with you mentally, like, oh, this person's good at this, and now I'm not good at that, maybe. And
well,
you're-
not like that because I have tons of video out from when I started in 2011, but I don't fight anything like that.
Right. That's a good point.
So you know,
You
if they look
train-
at those fights and then you know, what I mean, they do something, they're like, oh, he does this, you know, and
Right.
I don't do that, and then they're like, you didn't do that.
What?
So
Right.
yeah.
That's a good point. Interesting.
I want to fight. I think I want to start doing this. Where can people find you, Justin? And wait, do you have another fight coming up soon that we can?
It's in the talks. They still haven't found me an opponent for CES, so
Okay.
They're looking for the perfect person for you. Come on.
yeah.
When do you think
It's
the
all in
next
the
fight will be?
process.
Soon? A month from now? When?
In November, I think that's probably the best bet in November.
And what will it be under? Not Bellator.
Most likely CES.
Okay.
Yeah, so I look forward because it's a big promotion. When I first came down here, I heard a lot about it. So now getting an opportunity to maybe fight for him is really exciting. So
That's great.
Oh, so you're okay. That's something that you wanted. I want you to go on the Ultimate Fighter show.
Oh my
I love that
goodness.
show, and I
But
think you'd be
reality
great on
shows
it.
are so annoying.
yeah,
But he's not annoying.
No, but I don't think he would
He'd be
fit
great.
in
He would
because
be
everyone
like the
else is
calm one.
annoying. I know.
He'd be
that's why I
calming
don't
everybody
think he would
down. He'd be
like it.
sleeping the whole time.
No.
They do look like they have comfortable beds in there. So.
They do.
You
My
like to
boy
have
Eddie Chuck
drama.
Gordon was on
I
there.
feel like you don't like drama.
Yeah, you know,
Nor
like
should you.
drama to your mama, you know.
Yeah.
But he's cool. I think you'd be good on it.
I think you would.
I
yeah,
think I could be good on it, but you know.
It's all-
Whatever. I'm writing them in for you.
Okay.
I'm going to be your manager. Can I manage you? John, you're fired. The both of you are
So,
fired.
Justin, where can people find you? Facebook, website?
Yes.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, Justin Sumpter. You also can find me on SumpterMMA.com. It's
Okay.
my website. And
where could they see your video that you wanted us to air?
video, you can just go to my athlete page. It's on there. Actually, after this, I'll repost it, so it's right there at the
Yes.
top, so you all can see it.
Good. We want to see it. I did actually see it.
Well, listen, Justin, you have a great
great.
attitude, which we all know is the
Yep.
king to anything. So
Yes.
you're going to be amazing, and we're your biggest
That's why I
fans.
love these guys. There's-
Exactly.
Every time I meet one of you guys are the most humble, nicest
And
people.
we're so proud of
really.
you,
Thank
and we
you
know
very
that
much.
Very
you have
positive,
only
too.
big things that lie ahead of you,
Yep.
Yes.
especially because you've been on date night.
Yes.
Of course.
When you get big in the UFC, you better not forget us.
I
Come on, we're
never
gonna be
forget
big
anybody.
right now.
I better
Well,
be interviewing you as soon as you
hello.
come out of the cage. I want to be the first
Well, I don't
person
know if
with
they
the mic.
allow that, but
Oh,
in the back.
here we go.
I'm going to be the one interviewing you.
She's
No,
gonna
you
be in the
can.
cage.
Well,
She's gonna be with Dana
well,
I'm gonna
White.
be
they
in
have
the
like
cage.
licensing like things, and you gotta fill out papers. And I don't think you like.
We're getting too extreme here. All right,
Dude.
Justin, listen, you're going to do amazing. We're so proud of you. And where can everyone find you again?
Justin Sumpter MMA, Justin the Fort Sumpter athlete page, Instagram and Twitter, Justin Sumpter,
But you have a website.
Sumpter MMA.
SumpterMMA.com.
Check him out.
He's one of the best fighters ever that I've ever seen. I love him.
That's
Support him. Go see him fight.
Thank you.
We love you, Justin.
Thank you for having me.
Exactly. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next Wednesday.
That's
Have
right.
a fab week.
Date night.
Hello.